Afrobeat news. So guys, here let's talk about one of the latest underground acts that have been able to catapult himself into the mainstream of the Nigerian music industry. Now, the latest is the one and only Seyi Vibez. Now, Seyi Vibez is an artist that has been relatively underground, putting in the groundwork for his eventual breakthrough into the mainstream of the Nigerian music space. And this showed of recent when he was able to topple the likes of Black Bones, as well as Bella Shmurda on the Nigerian top. Now, both Black Bones and Bella Shmurda released their albums individually at the same span of time that Seyi Vibez released his album, The $1 Billion Baby. And the most impressive thing is that Seyi Vibez, who is right now an independent artist, was able to top the charts. In fact, he displaced Black Bones, the Preacher album, for the #1 spot on the Nigerian top Apple albums. At some point, he had #1 album in the country, and he was able to amass over 100+ million streams on all streaming sites within the first week of his release. Now, this guy is doing this thing without any major record label backing him, without any major co-sign from the likes of the Olamides, the Whiskey, the Burna Boys, the Tiwa Savages, and all of that stuff. But yet, he was besting acts that had some of these co-signs. For example, Whiskey co-signed Black Bones' album. Whiskey tweeted about Black Bones' album before the album was, released. And Bella Shmurda, at this point, Bella Shmurda have received all the co-signs from all of the creators in the industry, from Olamide to even Whiskey. So these acts that are well off compared to Seyi Vibez, we are not able to compete with Seyi Vibez when his album dropped. And personally, a lot of people would say it's because of the quality of Seyi Vibez' album. Seyi Vibez had better quality songs, and his song just resonated well with a lot more people. Now, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that, but at the same time, I still feel like the only reason why Seyi Vibez was able to do so well is because he's been able to, over the years, cultivate a very, very strong fan base. And he's been on the ground, built his sound, built his fan base, and he did that organically without any major platforms or any of these record labels trying to inflate or get involved in the process. So I think all of those years of cultivating a strong fan base is paying off in the limelight. And most people would think that Seyi Vibez is, an overnight success or something like that. But this guy has been putting in work. So far, he has about 2 albums and 1 EP to his name. So this guy has been doing some work on the ground, and that underground fan base is just what is holding him up, showcasing him to the Nigerian music scene, and now people are now piling up and trying to see exactly what this guy has to offer. But no doubt about that, Seyi Vibez is putting out some really, really quality music. So guys, here let me tell you guys exactly the numbers Seyi Vibez have been able to amass from different streaming sites in the first week of his album release. The most number of streams for his album came from Audiomack, where he was able to amass about 72 million streams from that platform alone within the first week of his album being out. He was able to amass 5 million on Boomplay, 3.4 million on YouTube, 1.9 million on Spotify, 19 million on Apple Music, and on other platforms 2.5 million. So altogether 104 million streams within the first week of his album being out. This is impressive numbers for an artist generally. A signed artist talk less or talk more of an unsigned artist, an independent artist doing it on his own. This guy definitely is on a path to greatness in the Nigerian music scene. And so guys, here, tell me what you think about Seyi Vibez. Have you heard his songs? Have you heard his album, $1 Billion Baby, out on all streaming sites? And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as turn on post notifications, and stay tuned for more Afrobeat related entertainment and just coming at you. I'm out for now, guys. Peace.